rapidly before the bend. He was forced to suddenly brake on it, which led
going way too fast for the area.
trees.
Look at turn coming up. You hit a road hazard, and it's just like there's the rear tire sliding right into some trees. That is a high mechanism, just way too fast for the environment.
This bike was
So he's gonna be riding too fast for the environment, right on the line. Now, when you're out riding, your vision can get messed up by being in the sunshade. So all these things can really mess up your vision. It's almost like camouflage for the road hazards too. So let me know in the comments if you when you ride in stuff like this, you're like it's really hard to see the road and like there's gravel or potholes because they all look like potholes. Also, you're gonna have issues with possible animals running across the road, and then a lot of blind curves because you have so many hedges and trees in the way. So be very careful. Ride within the conditions present. Okay, ride within the conditions present. We're going a little bit too fast for this. Look how fast we're going.
to suddenly brake on it, which led
We're going super fast, and he's just kind of resting his hand. Like, he's just kind of resting his hand on the throttle. He's not really. He's just holding it down.
it, which led his
So he's gonna start squeezing the brakes right here. So he's gonna start doing slow look, press, and roll right here. You can see the hand right there, but it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough.
his bike straight into the trees.
So you hit some road hazards. Look at the road hazards we're hitting. So that's gonna mess you up. So we're hitting road hazards. It's gonna cause him. Look at the bike when it happens. So I'll go ahead and do slow speed.
Straight into the trees.
Boom. You see how it's messing him up? So now we're all screwed up when it comes to our turn. We're not prepped and ready. We're going too fast. We don't have full gear. We're not really doing what we're supposed to be doing. So being a smart rider is supposed to be seeking out and recognizing hazardous situations. A curve is a deadly area for motorcyclists. Curves the intersection. So you should be in orange stage at this point. You should be prepped and ready for this. You should be paying attention to this. Also, your fundamental skills, okay? You need to be knowing what to do. Slow look, press, and roll is the default thing you should be doing. Slow down before a turn. Look where you're supposed to go. Press to initiate counter steering and roll on the throttle on the way out. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? So when it comes to this, and also acquire and utilize personal protective equipment just in case all that stuff fails or you weren't doing it. You, at least if you crash, you're hopefully going to be okay. Hopefully. But he didn't seek out and recognize the hazardous area. He's not paying attention to the potholes, so he's not looking at the road surface hazards. There's just so much going on right here that it's very easy just to pinpoint one thing that we could really do to help us out, okay? If you're having a tough time finding everything, just slow down. Just slow down. Then you're going to have time to find these things. You're going too fast. There's too much stuff to go into your brains, into your eyes, and the cognitive ability. All these things all plays a factor. Slow down. Maybe this won't happen. All right, here we go. We're riding on the interstate. What are the main concerns with the interstate? Blind spot. So merging issues are going to be on the interstate. Good job with the red stage. Got himself out of there. So the big problems out on the interstate are going to be merging issues from other vehicles going left and right into you, and then all. Don't do that. And then on and off ramps. Yeah, don't hit people's mirrors, everybody. That's a dumb move. All right, so right here. Now it's like, yeah, we have good space cushions all around. We're positioned for safety. We're locating hazards, right? We're supposed to, and we have good escapes and good vision. That's the biggest thing when it comes to planning a ride. But here's the thing. This person is 2 lanes over. We're in the blind spot 2 lanes over. Not a big deal right now. But the moment you start seeing this and you're like, okay, blinker, and then we're going to maintain speeds. We're going to maintain blind spots. I'm just going to roll off the throttle a little bit or accelerate to get in front of this. Now, if you're already going the speed limit or you're already putting your bike to the max at these highway speeds, well, you obviously can't, accelerate through and get yourself out of that position. So the easiest thing you could do is roll off the throttle like 2%. And go down 2 to 3 miles an hour less than what you're currently doing, and that person's going to keep going. It's as simple as that. So in this situation, we don't even have to apply the brakes. You just adapt to these potential hazards. So right here, same thing. We're getting closer and closer and closer. That should be giving you that gut feeling, right? That gut feeling. Now, here's the thing. We're still not anywhere in the way. We're not going to get hit. We're not going to do anything. Now, the thing that's scary, though, and I understand it, is that he's going to take away our space cushion. That's no fun. It's going to take away our line of sight, our space cushion, and then pretty much what we can see in front of us so we can maybe swerve left or right for an escape path. So it's scary. I get that. But how do we solve this problem when we get to here, right? Let's get to there. Okay, so let's say we were, he accelerated too, by the way. Let's say we're right here and the guy was fully into our lane. What do? We just kind of roll off the throttle and move into the other lane. This guy is accelerating to move into another lane, getting himself closer and closer and closer. The solution right here is almost as bad as the problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves out of there by just rolling up the throttle when we see this hazard coming up. We're going into orange stage when we saw it. We're gonna roll on the throttle, cover the brakes, look for escape paths, and try not to get surprised. And that's gonna be the biggest thing here. Is he got surprised, didn't like what he saw, and now he's gonna have an issue with the Tesla driver. A little dramatic, but you know what? Got himself out of it, right? Got himself out of it. So that's what I don't know. I wouldn't be doing that. Whoa, what are we doing here? Lane filtering like a madman? All right, I'm gonna remember this truck. I also remember what you're doing, Brispy Cinnablunts. What? Oh. Look forward, you're on a crest of a hill with a bunch of intersections. Lots of problems here. All right, so he tippity tapped your booty. That's not a big deal. Whatever. All right, so let's just go ahead and talk real quick about this whole situation. So when we see this, let's go ahead and go back just a little bit. So we got blown up. All right. So we're gonna be lane filtering like an idiot. Okay. Now, when I say lane filtering, I mean lane splitting, and I say idiot, I mean dumb. All right. So I'm gonna try my best. So we're putting ourselves in a very high risk situation. This is not legal, by the way. Even in in California, I don't think they have any restrictions on speed and whatnot, but I know Utah, Montana, and all these new places, which, by the way, is awesome that more states are allowing lane filtering. There is going to be some stipulations for it. You know, usually about 10 miles an hour over the speed of the flow of traffic, and the flow of traffic has to be stopped. So you're basically going 10, 15. So when we're doing this, we're just kind of being a little hooligan, kind of acting dumb. Okay, you're going to surprise everybody. You're going to surprise this person, you're going to surprise the truck driver, and it's going to piss people off. Just like that Tesla pissed that one guy off because it surprised him. So we're going around surprising people because it's funny and having a ton of fun with it, and then we're going to get reactions like this. So what's the problem with a little reaction like this, but it's okay for motorcycle riders to punch mirrors, right? Like, what is it that makes this wrong, but us punching mirrors is like, yeah, that's what happens. Oh, yeah, I forgot I still have this. By the way, we do have this on the shop. Go ahead and check it out. But, yeah, don't do this stuff. This is kind of dumb. Now, he's going to get himself out of there, so which I think is really good. So he got himself out of there. There's a good escape path. And he's like, okay, that's the same person, whatever. He's going to do a U-turn. He's doing it right now with a bad line of sight. Okay, now he's looking. Okay, now he can do it. Very good. Very good. Now we're going to ride like this. Now, we didn't learn our lesson. We're going to pass this vehicle. We don't have a speedo on here. It's supposed to be 25 miles an hour. You guys think he's going 25? No, he's not going 25. And now we have a crest of the hill with sun in our eyes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go over this, not paying attention to what's in front of us. We don't know if anybody was pulling out, moving, anything like that. Boom, we T-boned somebody because we're not paying attention, all right? So just don't do anything this guy did. All right? You know I love having my phone on the handlebars so I can see what turns are coming up, utilizing my GPS. The best way I think you could do that is using the rock form mount. I use it for my mountain bike, the little FTRs, and then also the big boy FTR that I ride. And guys, links in the description for a discount. Check it out. You're gonna like it, and I'll be seeing you around. All right, so we're riding around over here, having some fun. Good line of sight. Okay, we're getting close to the side of the vehicle up ahead, so that might cause the vehicle in front of you to slow down. Okay, we got intersection left turners. Non-issue, we're going through here. Very good with the lane change. Did a great job. Why'd we cut the truck off? We straight up cut the truck off.
Totally uncalled for. You can't do that. You can't make that turn on a red light.
What?
You idiot.
Okay, so he's not supposed to make that turn on the red light. Okay, so you can make a right-handed turn. You're not supposed to skip. You know, you're supposed to go in the first available lane. At least where I'm from. Might be the same local code here. Might not be. Who knows? But we're getting into here. And that's the thing is you see the side of the vehicle and they're going to, get in possibly path of travel, right? You're getting into it. You got plenty of room, plenty of space to adapt. You located the hazard, plenty of space to adapt. And that's what he's doing. He did a quick head check. He's doing a 360 thing. He noticed that the person's going to be in our lane right here. So he's going to adapt. And we switched over. Perfect. Good job. Good job. Exactly, Coco. I'm like, did we miss something here? Did a good job on the switch. 45-mile-an-hour road. Not a big deal. This car just completely cut off the truck, and we're already on the line about to cut off the truck too? Is that just how you do things in this area? Where somebody pisses you off, you cut them off? Look, we're right on the line. Look how close we are. You were fine in the right lane. Just somebody got in front of you. You move a different lane. Whether they're not supposed to do it or not, you don't want to get close to them. Move over. And then get back into your lane if you wanted to. Later, don't cut them off. This was dumb. This was really dumb. Holy crap. And then to get mad about it when you pull up to the stoplight to yell at this guy, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to turn on a red like that. Like, dude, you're not supposed to cut people off. We're riding around. There we go. All right, what do we got here? We got something that caught our attention. All right, just a dumb driver. You did good job. You adapted to that. He located the hazard, very situationally aware. 360 situational awareness. That was the big thing. So take a quick look. He's riding around, and he's just looking forward. You could see the vehicle already in that mirror. So he's looking forward, but he's checking his mirrors also. He's checking to see where he's at in time and space. He's in a good lane position because he wants to see around this white van up in front. And all of a sudden, he sees the vehicle. You see the vehicle getting closer and closer. You see the camera kind of do this a little bit. That's because the camera's on his helmet. So when he turns his head to look, it's also moving with it. So it's really cool. It's really cool to see. So he's looking, and he knows that this person is going to be doing this, and he's already in a good lane position to kind of get himself out of there. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are like, well, you're supposed to protect your lane. You're supposed to be like in the middle or switching over so they can't do this stuff. Well, they're going to do it anyways. They're going to do it anyways. And the thing is, this vehicle is going to hit you if you're trying to protect your lane. So just let them. Let them do it. Let them get out of there. They're dumb-dumbs, right? Thank you, Benali. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat. Whew. And then just let them go. Typically, you see these people on these channels, like the crash compilations and stuff, they get pissed and they're going to race up there and punch the mirror, right? No, let the dumb go. Let him do his thing. He's increasing your space cushion, right? And you still have good line of sight. You're still planning your ride, and you can shake your head and be like, "What an idiot!" If he gets into a crash, it's his emergency, not mine. I would help him afterwards, though. All right, so we're having some fun in a parking lot. Perfect area to practice your skills. We're out with some buddies, doing our thing.
It's a rather weak solution, and even despite the bikers initially showed understanding, they just couldn't reach an agreement.
It's a little like a shouting match. Is there something else going on? Yeah, see, here's the thing. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like it. None of this guy's...
You have something else to do?
Do you have something else to do?
Backyard.
Sorry.
You guys going up and down and up and down.
Do you want to?
Yeah, he's not in your backyard, man. I get it, and it's during the day. It's not like it's at midnight.
No, you do whatever you want. I'll just do what I do.
Okay, we can just leave.
Okay, so the only thing, I mean, you have to know your own rights, too. And that's the thing, is know your own rights. You're in a parking lot. Are you trespassing? Maybe. It's private property. Do you have permission from the owners? Maybe. So that's the thing, is if you don't have permission, you're trespassing, somebody calls it in, you could get in trouble. But that old guy, come on, man. It's during the day, and I kind of get it, but it's like...
I guess we pissed him off.
It's whatever. It's just, it's not in your property. So how do we deal with this situation? So real quick, how do we deal with it? Because right now it's starting to spiral out of control because this guy's acting like a weirdo. Socks and sandals never go really good, especially white ones. But he's causing an issue. Now, we could choose to react in a negative way, which looks like she's doing already. Or we can go down a different path, right? We can go down a different path. We can go down the path of doing some verbal judo here. Okay, so it's obviously, now you got to look from his perspective. It's pissing him off. He's in his backyard, wants to enjoy it. This is probably like the 10th day you guys have been out here or whatever, which is fine, right? That's not what we're trying to figure out. he's in his backyard trying to enjoy his time. He's just annoyed with the noise. He's finally going to do something about it, and this is his way of doing it. It's terrible. It's dumb. But the real problem is that he is trying to enjoy himself, and there's just too much noise. So here's the thing. Just go ahead, like, hey, we'll move on to the other side of the parking lot, and we'll do what we're going to do on the other side of the parking lot. He's like, no, I don't want you here. Like, okay, cool. We're going to leave. Come back the next day. Okay, he gets mad again. Hey, we'll come back the next day. Come back the next day. And here's the thing, though. There's not really much you can stand on unless you have permission from the owners. So that would be the next thing you could do. It's like, hey, I got permission from the owners. Go ahead and call the cops. I got a written permission from the owners that I can be here after hours. And then he calls the cops. He's going to look like an idiot. So there's always ways to navigate these things. But the only thing that you can do is actually handle it away from actually talking to him. Trying to discuss why you can be there, why you can't, why he shouldn't be doing that. It's not his property. It's not after dark. There's the noise ordinance, all these things. You're not going to get anywhere with this guy. He already made his decision to act the fool. So there's no point. No point in even watching the rest. Because I already know they're going to be complaining. It's like, it's not your property. It's not your property. You know, why are you doing this? And then it's like, well, at the end of the day, you have to know your own rights. If you know your own rights, people like this can't push you around. Zip up your zipper too, by the way. Come on, man. Inappropriate. Jeez. First one is my set of principles, riding smart. You're going to seek out and recognize hazardous situations, maintain fundamental skills, acquire personal protective equipment, rescue other riders with medical training, and then teach and mentor other riders. That is the smart rider principle. So you're going to ride smart, okay? So you're going to be searching out for different situations, which we talk about all the time on this channel and the main channel, Dan and the Fireman, when I go over after action reviews to really show you why you need to be paying attention. Same thing with fundamental skills. You're going to go out and practice. You're going to go find a parking lot. You're going to practice while you're riding so you can be efficient with your practicing, so you can swerve while you're riding, you know, around manhole covers and everything. You can go out and do some parking lot exercises like we have on this channel. But you're going to maintain those fundamental skills. You're going to get gear, okay? It's pretty easy. Acquire it, but then you got to utilize it. Make sure you wear it every single time you go out for a ride. Also, if you want to rescue other riders with medical training, I got my med kit back here in my saddlebag just in case I see another car crash or I see another motorcycle rider crash and any of these things. That way I can save them if I have to. And I'm teaching and mentoring you, and that allows me to know what I'm talking about so that when I go riding and I talk to you guys, I am boned up on what I need to know. So that's the whole point of teaching and mentoring. So that is very important. So follow those principles, and we're going to talk about some other ones that I think that will exemplify some of the things that you really need to focus on too. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time live. So make sure you check that out. But if you want to check out some other things like this video right here, or this video right here, please do so. It supports the channel. Click that like button, by the way. Check into class. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around.